Hey, thanks for tuning in again. Welcome to the Breaking Your Pattern series. Over the past 20 years, I have learned a few things about the human condition that I want to share with you. And I've learned how we operate as people. And how I conceptualize that is that we operate in life in patterns. And so through this series, I want to go through the different types of patterns that I have seen over the years. And I want to help you identify yours so that you can break them. The way that I see it is that there's three major patterns in our life. The first, as you may well be aware, are the patterns that we learned growing up, so what we call our family of origin. These are the things that we have determined to be normal through what we've witnessed in our household, whether that be with both parents, one parent, or no parents at all. But we've learned what is normal and how to function and how to survive. And these patterns are very embedded in us. See, we learn through what we call two different types of rules. So there's firstly the explicit rules, the things that have been modeled to us, the things that have been spoken, the things that have been said. For example, don't hit your sister. But the other rule that often governs behavior that's never spoken about is called implicit rules. And these are the things that everybody knows in the family, that we all follow them, but nobody talks about them. And they could be something like, don't get that angry, or we don't talk about those feelings. These are the kinds of rules, and we'll go into these a lot more down in future videos, but these are the kind of rules that really govern our behavior and tell us what's okay and what's not okay. The second kind of pattern, is how we view ourselves. This is typically embedded in us in adolescence. Sounds young, but it's true. Ages 11, 12, 13, we establish a sense of who we are in this world, and we start to live our life based on that view of self. And what we do is we filter all the information and experiences that we have in life through this filter. And that leads to a narrative or a storyline of who we are. And that could be either positive or it could be very negative. And the third kind of pattern I want to explore is how we interact with one another. You see, we've all developed what we call like an attachment style. Basically, how we connect or respond to each other, whether that's being in an intimate relationship, a friendship, or with coworkers. And these patterns of how we interact with each other either draw people close to us or can push people away. You see, I think, over the years, I've learned a few things about the human condition that I want to share with you. One is in these patterns, and also I want to talk about how our behavior is governed. You see, I think there's some things that are common in our experience. One is that we all have a struggle. Doesn't matter how successful you are in this world, we all struggle with something. I think we all act out of fear and insecurity and avoidance. And it's hard for us to live courageously. And it's hard for us to take emotional risks. It's hard for us to live vulnerably. So we develop all these ways to cope with that. So I hope you'll join me because I think this series is going to be informative. It's been great for me to think about, and I hope that you'll learn a few things that you can apply to your life and it'll have an impact. So talk to you soon, and cheers for now.